to that fan.
This is David's improved Gucci fly.
Little smaller. We are tying today. I don't know what to call it. It's going to be called the yellow hopper.
We're going to give it a name. Yellow hopper.
See, cannot be yellow hoppers and tie it in any color. I don't know. You guys decide what you're going to call it. But this is the hopper I have confidence in. This is tied on a number 4 and a number 2. Yeah.
Number 4 and number 2.
Yeah. The earlier version would be this, right? The difference between these two is that the second set of legs, I've made it more prominent. Second set of legs is not so prominent. And then if we turn the fly around, the top foam is only 2 mm. This one, the top foam is 3 mm. A little thicker, ensuring that it will float better.
What inspired you or motivated you to come out with this pattern? Or why does it look the way it looks?
Basically, I was heading off to Mongolia, needed to tie some hopper flies, and went through YouTube, found a pattern that was close to the Fat Albert, took that, modified it, and put the fly together. But I'm not a guy who really believes in colors too much. But at the time, I only had this yellow and black foam, so I tied it in this version. I went to Mongolia with this, and it was a great success for me. After that, I tied it in other versions. I went to Thailand and you did some hopper fishing to Marseille there. But somehow, I don't know why, but this combination of colors seemed to outfish the others. Then, went to Bhutan. This hopper, as a topwater hopper, seemed to outfish everything else. Tim Campton took this fly and caught himself a Marseille. How I hate him. So it seems to be effective in this combination. It could be just me overthinking things, but confidence level with this color seems for me the best combination. I tied yellow on top so that I can have a very good visual aspect of it. You can see yellow from quite a distance away. I've tied it in black, brown, olive bottom part, and I've been met with less success. I do a bit of paku fishing in EAK, and somehow this fly seems to outfish everything else. I don't know. So that's that.
All right. I fished with this pattern that David has tied quite a number of times. Yeah, I had to agree. First of all, it's easy to cast and it catches fish. So caught a lot of paku with this fly. You can see it in some of my older videos as well. So, all right, let's go to material there.
Okay, so basically, I took this from, I got this from Tackle Box, of course, 2 mm thin fly foam from Wopsy, and black and yellow. And I've got a 3 mm, which I've already pre-cut with me. Hooks I'm using is my Gamakatsu hooks. They don't say Gamakatsu, don't fish them. Gamakatsu number 2, B10S stinger hook. Very strong hook. I love this hook. And of course, silly legs. Solid black. I like black because from the bottom up, the black legs become very, very prominent against the sky. And thread I'm using, you can use whatever thread you want, but I don't like to build up my thread so much, so I'm using Nano Silk 30 by Semperfly. Now
the material is, now the man himself will show you how it's done on this sexy looking vise.
Yes, I'm in Renzetti vise. I didn't comb my hair. Was my hair combed? Bloody hell, I should have makeup all up, bugger. I didn't. The whole world is going to see me like this now. All right, hooks in. Let's pre-cut the... Now, this is the important part.
You just move your
wine glass.
juice is, because it's in the background.
This is the technical part of the fly. If you have too much foam as opposed to the keel of the hook, there's too much foam, the fly will land indiscriminately this way or this way, and that's going to be a problem. That happened to me in Bhutan, landing this way and the fish not being able to take it. So you must have a balance between the floating element with the keel of the hook. If all is balanced, the fly will always, like a cat that's always landing on its feet, it's going to land this way all the time, right? So I already know by experience that for a number 2 hook, I'm going to use 2 mm foam for the body, and to finish up with a 3 mm for the top of the body. Okay, so I'm going to cut off. Now, how much do I cut off? You can go 6 mm, 7 mm, so on, but I'm just going to eyeball it. That's about, yeah, I got to put it on this. That's 5 mm, right? So even though that's 5 mm, I'm just going to eyeball it here like that. You can see 6 mm, 6 mm, 5 mm around there. Right. That's simple enough. I'll take my black. Same thing. This would help. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it's a guide. Right. Done deal. My thread, get a purchase on the hook. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in the black 2 mm. Oh, I'm going to just loosely just tie this in. This black at the bottom here, let's go down a bit, is eventually going to be that black line in the middle. Why do I need that black line in the middle? I have no idea, but it looks good. All right, so I come back, just get it down to a respectable diameter on the hook, go back down. All right, we stop at this end here. I'm going to take the yellow 2 mm. I'm just going to put it where the black kind of stops. Secure it in with a few wraps. All right. Then pull it up, bring the thread up. Now we are making segments. My first segment, there we go. Pull it down. Secure that well, around 10 wraps. Bring it up underneath. My second segment. Now some people do it from small to big. Your segment gets a slightly bigger. I can't be bothered because I don't think the fish really cares. Then my next segment, all right, and I do about four segments. Done. That's how it looks underneath. You can see the segments wrapping around the black. Midsection, I just take off this at the end. That's that. Fold this over, secure it in. Now you can see the segment come out against the black, yellow against the black. It's more visible. I put my 3 mm. This 3 mm will ensure it will float under most circumstances. It's not easy to dive under. Okay. I usually pride myself in tying these flies really fast because my flies are usually easy to tie, but this fly, the bloody legs take some time. So I've got a silly legs here. Those days I'll just tie in the leg and just have it stick out. But now I'm going to give some taper to the legs. So I'm going to take two pieces here, cut it off. I got the two pieces cut. I'm going to tie a knot into it. Basically, and I'm going to move this knot to the back until the desired length of the leg. I'm trying to create this part here. This part. We'll put a knot, a wedge in it. Okay, that's about it. And I'm going to tighten that down. That's the back leg. I'm going to measure the end of the fly to the knot. Put the knot at the end of the fly and secure this in. Right. I'm going to cut off one end of the back leg. All right, so you got 2 and 1. So it's a kind of a taper there, and I don't want this to be too long. This is going to just screw up the casting. So yeah, that's it. For the front portion, I just tie in a knot. Now, if it's long enough, you can do that. If you do have any difficulty, get a tweezer like this and pull it through. Pull it through. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. I'll hold that in. That's it. That's my front leg. I'm going to cut this off. Cut it a little shorter than the back leg. So it's taking shape. Those legs are extremely important when you're fishing. Without these legs, I think the effectiveness of the fly just plummets. Same thing at the back. Oh, it right to the back. And I'm going to tighten it. Same thing. Knot at the end of the fly and secure it. All right. I'm going to cut. Whichever one I choose, I'm going to cut this and leave that. Cut it off a bit. I'm going to repeat this again here for the front legs. Down. And you know what? We're done with the back leg. So that's how it's going to look. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to take everything back there. Just move front. Don't go right to the front. Just stop it from around there. I'm going to secure this in one by one. This is the front portion of the bug. With this hopper. I think it's more like a bug. Maybe we can call it something bug. I just want to be clear, like it's not my creation or something. I copied it from a number of flies on the net. Right. Now the front legs, less complicated. I'm just going to tie this in straight like this. Cut that off. Cut that off. That's the front legs. I'll do the same here. Okay, I'm going to cut that off, and cut that off. Wow, that's so delicious. I will eat it now. Okay, now I'm gonna go forward a bit. Now time to finish the fly. All the legs back. Now that's a pretty simple fly. I don't put any wings on it. I used to put wings on it. I used to tuck them behind here. But since the fly fishes well without it, there's no problems. I've decided to take it out. Anything I can take out from the fly, I will, to aid in the casting. One, I'll do a second round. Done. Slip your scissors back there. Cut that off. Then it's a delicious yellow fly, buggy fly. Done. From that, we'll catch you a lot of fish.
Nice. So this is the most common size, I guess.
For the fishing we are doing, for the fishing I'm doing actually, it's the most common size. Why I chose the B10S is because it's an extremely strong hook. B10S number 6 will withstand a 20-pound tippet. So number 4 and number 2 will go even up to 30 pounds. So I'm rarely fishing more than 30 pounds. Good fishing.
This is, as you can see, a non-halal fly tying session again. And this is Mr. Samuel's hopper fly box.
Yes. Please don't ask me to change colors.
What you see is what you get. It's a sound hopper variant that David has tied previously. This one is with a long shank hook. Basically, we fish taku with it instead of using the wire trace. This is a different color variation. This one here is what we were casting Kalimantan for the red color.
That monstrosity was not tied by me.
Where do you get this from?
This is from you, Louis.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Didn't tie it.